Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel and to our very first vlog of 2022, and we are so excited to be doing this vlog because we are in a place that we come to so often and is also really warm this time of the year. So we are going to take you exploring with us to Tribe Yala. Freshened up a little bit, had some great lunch, and we are now off on our evening game drive, so we will take you guys with us. Leopards, but we got some really great views of and sightings of elephants and birds. So yeah, I mean, it was a great evening drive, and we were accompanied by Marlon, and he's super knowledgeable about so many things and behavior patterns of animals, which is really interesting to kind of sit and watch and really think about what these animals were doing. And then now we are at Amadur, which is a tiny little beach stretch right here. So it's I think a little bit folk here in there, and we're here for some sunset snacks and some tea. We noticed some really interesting track marks on the sand here, and I don't know if you guys can see, but then there was this nice straight line with a little bit of claw marks on either side, which Marlon told us is a land monitor. And then next to that we can find a little thing. We thought it was a snake, but he said it's actually a hermit crab. And we also saw, oh here it is, birds and then storks. There's quite a lot of track marks here. So yeah, lots of animals. We are here for dinner under the stars here at Tribe Yala, and we got back from our game drive at around 7:30, and we had a very eventful game drive because after the sunset and tea and coffee, while we were heading back, we had a sighting of a leopard who just happened to cross the road in front of the jeep. So it took us a while to stay there and see and everything, and we headed back and we changed, and yeah, now we're going to head to dinner. And it's just beautiful setup outdoors with some lanterns. So yeah, we will show you guys more. So this is Poos of Tribe Yala. I don't know if you guys can see, but this cat is super interesting because the markings on her and also the certain features about her also point to the fact that she could be a mix or a crossbreed between a jungle cat and a domestic cat. So you can see here that she does have spots and rosettes as they're called, and her legs are super long, which is not normal, and the tail is super bushy, and at the same time it's shorter than usual. So yeah, when you see her walking around in the night, you really think that it's a jungle cat until you say poos and she immediately responds. So yeah, super interesting guest to have here. We are here at the Sithul Power Temple, and this temple was built by King Kavantissa, and this is one of the two main temples in this area, one being Magul Mahavihara and the Sithul Power, which we are going to go into. And we have some friends around here. We have quite a lot of wild boar being bullied by dogs, and then we have a little friend here just seated and chilling as well.
And on our way here, we so just to mention that this is also actually inside the Ruhunu National Park, which is Yala National Park. So you do get a lot of wild animals, and on our way here we saw pug marks of a leopard, as well as we think it's probably a cub. Yeah, and the tuskers aren't here, but usually apparently there are quite a lot of tuskers here as well. And it's our first time in Sithul Power, so let's go exploring. The temple that we were at earlier is actually the main temple, which is known as Sithul Power, and then we had to hike down and walk across the little water tank there, and then climb up a rock structure, and now we are actually at Kuda Sithul Power, and the view from here is really beautiful. And yeah, you can see Sithul Power right at the back there, and then like towards this side is basically the national park, and you can see block I think 3, 4, 5, and then like block 1 is on the back. So yeah, it's a really beautiful place and lovely view here as well. And we are just catching our breath because the climb was a little hectic. When we were doing the climb up towards Kuda Sithul Power, you pass a lot of rock caves, and it is believed that there's a lot of monks who are meditating in those caves. So it is requested by anyone who's visiting here to be very mindful of that, be super respectful, and also not be too loud, and yeah, just don't become a nuisance to them, I guess. Other than that, like, it's super peaceful, and we are basically the first people here. That was a Sithul Power tour, and it was an absolutely like memorable experience because it was our first time doing it, and we did both the stupas as well. We started our hike at around 7 a.m. and we were done and like back by 8:45, which I think is an amazing time to do the hike because we can see the sunrise once we get to the top, and it's really beautiful. So if you are coming to Yala, this is something you should definitely do. And now let's go for breakfast on a tree deck. After breakfast, we had a super chilled rest of the morning. To be very precise and honest, chill in the sense we did a lot of work related to like the content we wanted to grab, and we did some work related to that. And yeah, we are now not heading on a safari, even though we are in a jeep. I'm in a dress. We are going for lunch, and it's a 15-minute drive from the property in the middle of a Chena cultivation, and that's where we are having lunch today. And we have the team back here from Tribe Yala who's cooking a meal right in the middle of this setup. And yeah, I have never had lunch in a situation like this, and it's so beautiful. And we also have two little furry friends at the back. And we will show you guys the Chena cultivations that are happening on that side, and also come back to our lovely setup under this huge and very nice, beautiful shady tree. Hello and good morning from our last morning here at Tribe Yala. Well, we are just here at our tree deck enjoying a nice cup of coffee, and in a little bit we are going to head out on a nice little bush walk. So we will be taking you guys with us, and we are really excited because it's a game park that's right inside the property as well. So I'm super excited to take you guys with me. But until then, we are going to enjoy this lovely view. You want to try?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just eat. So the tip of the claw, you can see it right here. The fingers and the tips. You can imagine how long the claws are. This is the hind leg.
Oh,
okay. This is also the hind leg. This front leg.
That's
no
like
elongated
a small
part. Yes, it's like the hind leg without this part.
That's crazy, bro.
This is from last night, not probably. Area we suspect this to be a civilized area back in the day, maybe a monastery, a temple.
Yeah.
There are some ruins over there, we'll go and check them out later. They have organized the rock. Foundation. That may be the bed. You put a padura on top of it and you sleep. This is kind of like the sofa. Another padura and you can relax. These ones, I'm not sure whether they are ancient, but it looks like an elephant, see? Drawing of an elephant. But I don't know whether if it goes all the way back or it's recent. Not one story, that's a story.
You can see it. They have a lot of time.
That is like in September.
Oh,
Last September.
We are just getting back from our bushwalk, and of course we went with Marlon, and we learned so much about not just about animals but even about the plants and animal behavior, and we came across some really interesting places like the rock cave, and also some like bones of leftover kill, actually 2. So that's clear evidence that there's a lot going on in this jungle that is just outside Tribe Yala. And yeah, I think like there's so much nature has to offer, because I've never eaten fresh fruit off of an Ereminia tree before, or eaten wild jasmine. Crazy experience, and I highly recommend it, and it's not too tiring. Like we left at 7:30, we're back by 9. And yeah, wow, I'm just in awe of like the kind of knowledge that Marlon has as well. It's really cool. I would love to do this as a job too. And with that, we wrap up our stay here at Tribe Yala, and I must say we had an amazing time. Not only because we loved coming to Yala, but because they have so much to offer, and we got around to doing so much more than we usually would do in Yala as well. And as for Tribe Yala, wow, I can't recommend this property enough, because their luxury tents and their super luxury tent is just absolutely stunning and amazing to be in. And something I would also add is it's going to be a lot more fun if you have a bunch of friends that you can come with here, because they also have a sky deck, the tree deck, which was amazing to be at, and I found myself there for most of the time. Yeah, so that wraps up our time here in Yala, and I will see you guys in the next one.